Hello, today I am taking new chapter binomial theorems. Okay, before understanding binomial theorem, let us discuss about some identities which you have already studied. Suppose if I write a plus b to the power 0, what is the meaning of it? Of course, the 0 is power, that means the value is 1 of any number. A plus b to the power 1, so it is a plus b. A plus b whole square, it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. And one more identity, we know that a plus b whole cube, a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Isn't it? When I use the term as a plus b to the power 4, by the way, we don't know what is the identity, but we can solve this identity, and we can solve this term by using a plus b whole square multiplied by a plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square, a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square, a square plus 2ab plus b square, a square plus 2ab plus b square, and when I write its whole square. Okay, when we solve it, so a plus b plus c whole square, a square plus b square, 4a square b square plus c square, b to the power 4 plus 2ab, 4a cube b plus 2bc, 2 to the 4 ab cube, and plus 2ca, 2a square b square. And if I want to write here, so I can write the term in this form, a to the power 4, sorry, this is a to the power 4. So when I write here a to the power 4 plus 4a cube b plus 4a square b square plus 2a square b square, it is 6a square b square. And after that 4ab square, and then b to the power 4. Is it okay? You can see that some similarities in all these extensions. Similarities are that, see, a plus b whole square, when there is a power of 2, so the highest power of 2, then 1, and then power of a is 0. Highest power of 3, power of a is 3, power of a is 2, power of a is 1, and power of a is 0. Okay, so this symmetry is going on, and same as when the power of a is descending order and power of b is in ascending order, like b to the power 0, b to the power 1, b to the power 2, and b to the power 3. Okay, so while writing the nth term, or when we are going to extend the nth term, I don't think so we have any problem in it, but their coefficients, we are unable to find out their coefficients. That means which type of the coefficients are there. That is 1 and 1, it is 1 2 1, it is 1 3 3 1, 1 4 6 4 1, like that. Okay, so let us discuss these coefficients. 1, it is 1 1. I am writing only the coefficients. 1 2 1, 1 2 1, 1 3 3 1, 1 4 6, 1 4 6 4 1, like that. Okay, when we see here, the power is in the form of, there is a power 0, power 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so these are the power in the extension. First 0, then the coefficient is 1. When the power is 1, then the coefficients are 1 and 1. Power 2, coefficients are 1 2 1, then 1 3 3 1, 1 4 6 4 1. Okay, this is also a type of series, and that is a very well defined pattern. This pattern is when we use the term as a combination. Like, suppose this 1 can be written because the power is 0. So when I write here 0 C0, the value is 1. Here power is 1. So when I write here, this term can be written 1C0, and that is 1C1. Values are same. For here the power is 2. So when I write here 2C0, result 1, 2C1, result 2, and 2C2, result 1. Power is 3, 3C0, 3C1, 3C2, and 3C2, and 3C3. And same as it is 4C0, 4C1, 4C2, 4C3 and 4C4. Okay. So this pattern is going on. Okay. So in that way, if we want to write the expansion of a plus b to the power n. This way, when we are going to write the expansion a plus b to the power n, then what to write? First of all, n. So may I write here starting from 0. So the coefficient is nc0 and a to the power 4 highest, that means 4 minus 0 or n minus 0, and b to the power, because no b is here, so b to the power 0, plus second nc1 a to the power n minus 1. See, the 4 becomes now the power of 4, now power of 4 is 3, so 4 minus 1, and b to the power 1, plus nc2 a to the power n minus 2 and b to the power 2. And in this same sequence, when we are going to the last term, ncn a to the power n minus n and b to the power n. Okay, so that is called the binomial extension of a plus b to the power n. I hope you have understood it. This is the expansion starting from nc0. Generally what happens, we don't write this term like nc0, the value is 1, because the value of nc0 is 1 and the value of ncn is 1. Okay, so nc0 is 1 and a to the power n minus 0. So generally in the extension, what to write here? nc0, that means only 1, a to the power n, and b to the power 0, that means nothing is there. So a to the power n plus second nc1, second is nc1 a to the power n minus 1, b to the power 1, nc2 a to the power n minus 2, b to the power 2, and ncn a to the power n minus n, that means 0 and b to the power n. So this term don't write. ncn's value is 1, b to the power n direct. So last term is first term a to the power n, last term is b to the power n. But there's no problem, we will start from nc0 and write everything. Okay, so that is the extension of binomial extension a plus b to the power n. Okay, in this extension, if you replace the values like a is equal to 1, b is equal to x, a is equal to x, b is equal to y, okay, and a is equal to x, b is equal to minus 1, then we can write many more extensions. Okay, here I am writing some extensions which are used generally when we solve the questions. So the extensions are, first I am writing the general term a plus b to the power n. First I am writing a plus b to the power n. And what is this? nc0 a to the power n minus 0, b to the power 0, nc1 a to the power n minus 1, b to the power 1, nc2 a to the power n minus 2, b to the power 2, and ncn a to the power n minus n, b to the power n. Okay, this is the extension. In this extension, if I'll put a is equal to 1 and b is equal to x, a is equal to 1 and b is equal to x, because it is used in most of the cases. So it is 1 plus x to the power n is equal to nc0 1 to the power n minus 0 x to the power 0 plus nc1 1 to the power n minus 1 x to the power 1 plus nc2 1 to the power n minus 2 x to the power 2, ncn 1 to the power n minus n x to the power n. Okay. nc0, the value is 1. 1 to the power anything, the result is 1. X to the power 0, that means it is 1. Plus nc1, it is 1 x plus nc2 x square plus nc3 x cube and plus up to ncn x to the power n. Okay, I hope you will remember this extension. This is 1 plus x to the power n. If we'll put x is equal to minus x, then what happens? 1 minus x to the power n is equal to, this is everything. Where there is a x, we have to put minus 1. So it is 1, this is minus, nc1x, minus 1 whole square, it is plus, it is again minus, next is plus, and this process is going on continuous. And this is depend on that, minus 1 to the power n, ncn, x to the power n. The meaning is when the n is even, then it is positive, otherwise it is negative. Is it okay? So these are the extension of it. So we will remember a plus b to the power n, 1 plus x to the power n, 1 minus x to the power n. Okay. 3 extensions are required. After that, if we want to prove that this first extension, which is true for all natural number, what is this extension? We want to prove that it is true for all natural numbers. Okay. By the way, in the sequence way, 1 by 1 means we have got many equations, a plus b square, a plus b whole cube, a plus b to the power n, and we have got this result. So it is true, but we are going to prove that this result is true for all natural number. Okay. So for proving it, we have to use by principle of mathematical induction. By principle of mathematical induction. By principle of mathematical induction, we are going to prove it, whether it is true for all natural number, yes or no. Okay. So for n is equal to 1, you are aware of that. A plus b to the power 1 is equal to, here when we put n is equal to 1, then what will be the term? N is equal to 1, this is nc, 1c0, that means it is 1, 1 to the power 1. Other terms will be 0, and the last term is also b to the power 1. So direct a plus b to the power 1 and plus 1. Okay. For n is equal to k. So a plus b to the power k is equal to, what should I write this? kc0, e to the power k minus 0, b to the power 0, plus kc1, e to the power k minus 1, b to the power 1, kc2, e to the power k minus 2, b to the power 2, and plus kck, e to the power k minus k, b to the power k. Okay. And if n is equal to k, that means for n is equal to k plus 1. So I'll write here a plus b to the power k plus 1. And what does it mean? As per the laws of exponents, x plus n, that means the power of x and n. So may I write a plus b to the power 1 and a plus b to the power k. Is it okay? Now after that, a plus b as it is, and a plus b to the power k. kc0, e to the power k minus 0, b to the power 0, plus kc1, e to the power k minus 1, b to the power 1, plus kc2, e to the power k minus 2, b to the power 2, plus one more, kc3, e to the power k minus 3, b to the power 3, and plus kck, e to the power k minus k, b to the power k. Okay. Now what I am going to do, we are going to multiply with this extension by a and then by b. So first I am multiplying it by a. So it is coming kc0, a to the power k, and this is 1. So a to the power k plus 1, b to the power 0. Plus kc1, a to the power k minus 1 plus 1, k, b to the power 1. Plus kc2, a to the power k minus 1, b to the power 2. Plus kc3, a to the power k minus 2, and b to the power 3. And plus kck, a to the power, it is because a to the power 0, which is multiplied by a, then that means only a, and b to the power k, plus this complete extension is multiplied by b. So now what is coming? kc0, a to the power k, and b to the power 1, plus kc1, Kc1 a to the power k minus 1 b to the power 2 plus Kc2 a to the power k minus 2 b to the power 3 plus Kc3 a to the power k minus 2 k minus 3 b to the power 4 and plus Kck a to the power, what is the last term? K to the power 0 and b to the power k plus 1. Is that okay? This is the complete multiplication of a and b to this entire term. Now one thing we'll understand, like if we'll write Kc0 or k plus 1c0, the result is always 1. Okay. So first term I am writing here Kc0 a to the power k plus 1 b to the power 0, and that is Kc0 a to the power k and b to the power 1. It's okay. And what is the meaning of this term? By the way, Kc0 is here. Yes, that is the term Kc0. So this Kc0 can be written as a k plus 1c0. There is no problem at all. We can write it. So I am writing here k plus 1 c0, k plus 1 c0 a to the power k plus 1. Is it okay? A to the power k plus 1. And Kc0 a to the power k into b to the power 1. Okay, that this is, I am writing this term first, Kc0 a to the power k plus 1. This is the term, plus. Second term I want to write here, that is a to the power k and b to the power 1. So a to the power k and b to the power 1. See, this is the term, a to the power k, b to the power 1. This is. So here I can write here a to the power k, b to the power 1. It is Kc1 plus Kc0. Okay. Now next term I want to write here a to the power k minus 1, b to the power 2. A to the power k minus 1 and b to the power 2. A to the power k minus 1, b to the power 2. And in the bracket Kc2 plus Kc1. And in the same sequence, the process is going on. Last term I can write here, this is Kck a to the power 0 and b to the power k plus 1. So plus Kck a to the power 0 and b to the power k plus 1. Is it okay? Other terms are like writing in the same way. K plus 1 C0 a to the power k plus 1 plus. This is Kc1 plus Kc0. We know that one formula NCR, we have proved NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to N plus 1 CR. Isn't it? This is the formula. So here a to the power k, Kc1 plus Kc0. So this may I write here k plus 1 C1. These are the N and N, it is N plus 1. And here the maximum term. So it is k and k, it is k plus 1, maximum term is C1. A to the power k, b to the power 1 plus. Same as Kc2 plus Kc1, k plus 1 C2. A to the power k minus 1, b to the power 2. And the last term is, may I write here k plus 1. In place of this is Kck, so simply you can write here k plus 1, Ck plus 1. We can write because the value is same as, and b to the power k plus 1. Okay. And what is it? This is the extension of a plus b to the power k plus 1. Isn't it? This is the extension of a plus b to the power k plus 1. So what does it mean? This extension is true for each and every natural numbers. Okay. For every n belongs to n. Understood? Start exercise 8.1. Question is expand the expression what is the question? expand each of the expansion in 1 to 5. 1 minus 2x to the power 1 minus 2x to the power 5. 1 minus 2x to the power 5. Question number 1. Expand. So before expanding it, let us write first x plus y to the power n. NC0, x to the power n minus 0, y to the power 0. NC1, x to the power n minus 1, y to the power 1. NCn, x to the power n minus n, y to the power n. That's it. Okay, in that, put x is equal to 1 in place of x1 and y is equal to minus 2x. Right? So it is 1 minus 2x to the power 5 and n is equal to 5. So what should be coming here? NC0, 5C0, x, 1 to the power 5 minus 0, minus 2x to the power 0. 5C1, 1 to the power 5 minus 1, minus 2x to the power 1. Okay. Here simply I am putting the value 1 is equal to, in place of x, 1 in place of y, minus 2x in place of n, 5. Okay. Plus 5C2, 1 to the power 5 minus 2, 3 minus 2x to the power 2. 5C3, 1 to the power 5 minus 3, 2, minus 2x to the power 3. 5C4, 1 to the power 1, minus 2x to the power 4, and last 5C5, 1 to the power 0, and minus 2x to the power 5. This is the extension. Okay. 5C0. You should remember some values like 5C0 is equal to 1, 5C5 is equal to 1, like that. So 5C0, it is 1, 1 to the power 5, 1, minus 2x to the power 0. So definitely the value is 1. Plus 5C1. 5C1, factorial 5 upon factorial 4, value 5. It is 1 minus 2x. Plus 5C2, factorial 5 upon 5 minus 2 factorial 3 and factorial 2. Minus 2x, so it is 4x square. Okay. After that 5C3. 5C2 same thing. Factorial 5 upon factorial 5 minus 3 factorial 2 and factorial 3. Minus 2x to the power 3, so minus 8x cube. Plus 5C4. 5C4 factorial, the value of 5C4 is 5. And minus 2, 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16, x to the power 4. Plus last 5C5, it is 1, minus 2x to the power 5. 2 to the power 5, 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16, 32. Minus 32x to the power 5. Okay. So that is 1 minus 10x. It is 5 4 ja 20 and 10. So it is 10 4 ja 40 x square plus, again it is 10 8 ja 80 minus 80 x cube, 16 5 ja 80 x to the power 4 minus 32 x to the power 5. This is the extension of it. Okay. Clear? So with the help of that, you can find the extension of any expansion. Whether the term is given in only integer form or in the rational form, simply you will put the value and get the result. Okay. Another question format from 1 to 5. I think there is no problem. Question number 4th, I want to take x upon 3 plus 1 upon x to the power 5. X upon 3 plus 1 upon x to the power 5. This is the question. Okay. X upon 3 plus 1 upon x to the power 5. Same extension is there. X plus y to the power n NC0 x to the power n minus 0 y to the power 0, NC1 x to the power n minus 1 y to the power 1, and NCn x to the power n minus n y to the power n. We put the value in place of x, xy 3, in place of y 1 upon x to the power 5. So 5c0 x upon 3 to the power 5 minus 0, that is 5, and 1 upon x to the power 0. Clear? Plus 5c1 x upon 3 to the power 5 minus 1, 4, 1 upon x to the power 1. 5c2 x upon 3 to the power 3, 1 upon x to the power 2. 5c3 x upon 3 to the power 2 and 1 upon x to the power 3. And last 5c4 0, 1, 2, 3, 5c4 x upon 3 to the power 1, 1 upon x to the power 4, and plus 5c5 x upon 3 to the power 0, 1 upon x to the power 5. Okay. 5c0, 1. What is this? Its value is 1 x to the power 5 upon 3 to the power 5. 3 3 are 9, 3 are 27, 81, and 81 3 are 3, 8 are 2, 43. 5c1, the value is 5, x to the power 4 and 1x cancel, x to the power 3 upon again 3 to the power 5, x to the power 1 and 3 to the power, sorry, this is 3 to the power 4. So 3 3 are 9, 9 9 are 81. Plus all signs are positive here. 5c2, the result is 5c2, that is 10. How to find out? Factorial 5 upon 5 minus 2 factorial 3 factorial 2. 5 into 4 into factorial 3 upon factorial 3 into factorial 2. Cancel 10. So it is 10, 5c2, and x to the power 3, x to the power 2, 2x cancel, 1x is left, upon 3 3 are 9, 3 are 27, plus 5c3, again the value of 5c3 is 10, so it is 10, x to the power 2 and x to the power 3, that means x to the power minus 1 and 3 3 are 9, so 10 upon 9 and x to the power minus 1, so x can be written here, plus 5c4, result is 5, x to the power 1, x to the power 4, so upon 3 and x to the power 4 minus 1, 3, plus 5c5, it is 1, this is 0, 1 upon x to the power 5. So it is the extension of it. Okay. After that, the question, use binomial theorem, evaluate each of the following, like 96 to the power 3, 100 to the power 5, 101 to the power 4, 99 to the power 5. So I am taking one as a positive and one is negative, like one I want to take 96 to the power 3, 6th question. 96 to the power 3. This we are going to solve 96 to the power 3. Okay. So this 96 to the power 3 can be written 100 minus 4 to the power 3. Okay. And binomial extension x plus y to the power n, simply write here 3c0. Now you will remember like that. 3c0 first term, 100 to the power 3 minus 0 into minus 4 to the power 0, plus 3c1, 100 to the power 3 minus 1, 2 minus 4 to the power 1 plus 3C2 100 to the power 3 minus 2, 1 minus 4 to the power 2 and 3C3 100 to the power 3 minus 3, 0 minus 4 to the power 3. Okay. 3C0 that is 1, 100 to the power 3. So 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 0. 3C1 result is 3. This is 10,000 multiplied by 4. So minus 40,000. Okay. It is 3C2. Again the result is 3C2. That means it is 3. 4 4 is 16. 1600. So 3 multiplied by 1600. 3C3 1 0. 4 4 16. 4 is 64 minus 64. Okay. Minus 12 1 2 3 4 plus 48 1 2 minus 64. 3 here two terms are positive. So we're going to add them the positive term 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So 1 0 0 4 8 0 0 minus these two are negative 1 1 2 0 0 6 4. Okay. And when we are going to subtract 1 0 0 4 8 0 0 minus 64 0 0 and 2 1. 10 minus 4 6, 9 minus 3, 9 minus 6 3, it is 9 4, 10 minus 2 8, 9 minus 1 8. 8 8 4 9 3 6. Okay. This is the multiplication of 96 into 96 into 96 3 times. So these questions number 6, 7, 8, 9, I think you can solve them, there is no problem. Using binomial theorem indicate which number is large, 1.1 to the power 10,000 or 1,000. Okay, 1.1 to the power 10,000. Question number 10. 1.1 to the power 10,000 or 1,000. Okay, or 1,000. Yes, 1.1 to the power 10,000 or 1,000. Which one is larger? It's very interesting question. Okay. By the way, without using the binomial, if you are going to find out, it's very difficult for you. 1.1 to the power 10,000 is there, how to calculate it. Okay, but by the binomial theorem, 1.1 to the power 10,000. This can be written 1 plus 0.1 to the power 10,000. Okay, we'll use binomial extension. 10,000 C0, 1 to the power 10,000 minus 0, that means it is 10,000, and 0.1 to the power 0 plus 10,000 C1, 1 to the power 10,000 minus 1, so it is 9999. Okay, and 0.1 to the power 1 plus the process continues, and 10,000 C 10,000 1 to the power 0 and 0.1 to the power 10,000. Okay. Now let us see. 10,000 C0, its value is 1, its value is 1, 0. So what is this? This is coming this result is, it is 1, 10,000 C0, it is 1 and 1 to the power, this is 1 plus. Now let us see the second term. 10,000 C1, the result is 10,000 because 10,000 C1 factorial 10,000 upon 10,000 was 9,999 into factorial 1. So 10,000 left there, 10,000 multiplied by 999 in factorial, that will be cancelled. So it is 10,000, okay, 1 to the power this, it is 1, and 0.1 to the power 1, that means it is 0.1 plus. Next is 10,000 C2. 10,000 C2. Factorial 10,000 upon 9998 into factorial 2. So this is 10,000 multiplied by 9999. It will be cancelled next term and it is 2. So 5,000. 5,000 multiplied by 9,900. So may I write here 5,000 multiplied by this. This is the value of 10C2 and 0.1 to the power 2, that means 0.01. Okay, and this process is continuous. Okay, leave it. But you can discuss here 10,000 multiplied by 0.1, it is coming 1,000 plus 1. What is this? This is 1,001 and plus positive term. What does it mean? The value of this term is, this is 10,000 and this is 10,000 when we multiply it by 0.1, so it is coming 1,000. So it is 1,001. What is this? 1,001 plus positive term. So this is 1,000 and that is 1,001 plus positive term. Okay, and positive term, what does it mean? It will increase the value, it will never decrease the value. So increased value, it is 1,001, the value is increased, then 1,000. What does it mean? 1.1 to the power 10,000 is greater than 1,000. It's okay. So that is the question. It's a very interesting question. From the first two terms, you can conclude that the value will definitely greater than 1,000. Because other terms are coming in the form of positive, and if the positive value will be added to the positive value, definitely the overall value will increase, it will never be decreased. Okay. So it is confirmed that if the sum of two terms is more than 1,000, that means other terms when we are going to add, the value is definitely more than 1,000. Okay. And other questions are this: find a plus b to the power 4 minus a minus b to the power 4. Hence, evaluate. We can evaluate it and put the value in place of a root 3, b root 2. One question number 12. I want to take x plus 1 to the power 6, x minus 1 to the power 6, and hence evaluate the term. The same question is here: x plus 1 to the power 6 plus x minus 1 to the power 6. Okay, we'll extend this term and put in place of x root 2 in place of 1, that is 1. Show that 9 to the power n plus 1 minus 8n minus 9 is divisible by 64. 13th I am taking. 9 to the power n plus 1 minus 8 and 9 to the power n plus 1 minus 8n minus 9 is divisible by 64. Is divisible by 64. N is a positive integer. This we are going to show. Okay. Right. So 9 to the power n plus 1 minus 8n minus 9. This is a term. Okay, which we don't have any idea about that. What is it? So 9 to the power n plus 1 I can write here, because this term in the form of 8. So I write here 8 plus 1 or 1 plus 8. I have to write 1 plus 8 to the power n plus 1 minus 8n minus 9. Is it okay? And 1 plus x to the power n, we know that a formula 1 plus x to the power n, what is it? 1 plus nx plus n minus 1 upon factorial 2x square and plus up to so on. Okay, so we're going to extend it. 1 plus 8 to the power n plus 1. So 1 plus nx, n plus 1 into 8 plus n plus 1, n plus 1 minus 1 upon factorial 2 into 8 square and so on. Is it okay? Simply in this term. Minus 8n minus 9. Okay. So this is 1 plus 8n plus 8 plus n plus 1 n upon factorial 2 into 8 square minus 8n minus 9. Because the second, this term is 8 square, next term is 8 to the power 3, 8 to the power 4, 8 to the power 5 and so on. Okay. So this 8n and 8n cancel, 8 plus 1, 9 and 9 cancel. And what is this? N plus 1 into n upon factorial 2, 8 square plus same as other term, 8 cube plus other term and 8 to the power, and it's going on. And then 8 square 8 cube, that is coming, what does it mean? Power n. So what does it mean? All these terms are divisible by, is divisible by 64. Okay, because minimum 8 square is coming and now 8 to the power 3, 8 to the power 4. So 64 must be here in all the terms. Therefore, this entire term is divisible by 64. Okay. So that is one very interesting question. One question also I want to discuss with you. Number 40, prove that summation r is equal to 0 to n 3 to the power r NCR is equal to 4 to the power n. Is equal to 4 to the power n. Okay. We understand the meaning of this term. Summation, sum of the terms. It is known as a sigma, but in the mathematics we can use the term as a sum. Summation r is equal to 0 to n. That means in place of r will start 0. Okay. In this term 0, 1, 2, 3 and up to n. So if we want to write this term in the form of extended form, then how to write it? First we'll have to put r0. So 3 to the power 0 nc0 plus 3 to the power 1 nc1, 3 to the power 2 nc2. It's okay. r0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last term if I want to write, so 3 to the power n nc n. Okay. And what is it? What is this? You can leave this term here only. Take to the right hand side term. Right hand side term is 4 to the power n. If 4 to the power n, may I write here 1 plus 3 to the power n, and when we extend, then how to extend? 1 plus nx, n into 3 plus n minus 1 upon factorial 2 into 3 square and plus up to so on. Okay, and you can see that both the terms are exactly same. See, this is 1 plus this nc1, that means it is n into 3, so 3n, 3 3 is 9, nc2, n minus 1 upon factorial 2. Okay, so that is the extension of, so that means simply to this term I can write here 1 plus 3 to the power n, and 1 plus 3 to the power n means 4 to the power n. Okay, clear? So that is the last question of this exercise. Thank you.